Among the private aid agencies working here across Nepal, the one that is doing yeoman service is the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. That's brought in 1,000 Swayam Sevaks and is hoping to bring about. Among the private aid agencies that are working here in Nepal, the RSS is also going all out to help those who've been affected by the earthquake. Joining us now is senior RSS functionary Dattatreya Hosable. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Headlines today. Can you give us a sense of the kind of effort the RSS is making to help rebuild Nepal?
Soon after the earthquake hit here, the Swayam Sevaks of Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh, which is the organization here with whom we are working from India, they rushed to the affected area and they started giving food and water to the affected people, and also they tried to remove people to the safer places. Later on, removing the people to the safer places was taken over by the government here and also with the help of the government of Bharat. And now we have moved to more of the relief works. See, for example, in this area itself, many people, they were living outside their houses and tents. So we tried to give them a lot of food materials and etc. In Bhaktapur, Shantinagar, Darbar area and many other places in Kathmandu, as well as in many of the villages in the neighboring districts which are affected. There we have moved our Swayam Sevaks to distribute food items, tarpaulins, and for floor some plastic.
So how many total RSS functionaries have come here, and what's your target in terms of tonnage of relief material that you're hoping to provide?
From Bharat RSS functionaries, we are only a couple of people have come, because 1,000 Swayam Sevaks who are working here are all Hindu Swayam Sevaks of Nepal, and thousands of Swayam Sevaks in Bharat, they are ready, but there is no need for volunteers here. The need is of materials. We are working now in among 50 villages, because though we can reach more places, the transportation and the other logistic problems are there. Otherwise, we can reach all the 5 districts which are affected and many of the Kathmandu area.
So what are the kind of problems that you are facing and how are you trying to overcome them?
One is coordination by the government, see, for example, providing vehicles, and also the government is taking the distribution work. Even what government of India is giving, those materials are being taken over by the Nepal government and they are distributing. So this is some coordination issues are there. And other thing is about the transportation of the material in time.
You know, one of the big challenges that I've been noticing is the fact that a lot of the relief material is actually coming into Kathmandu. How are you trying to ensure that the material that you're bringing in reaches the far-flung villages that most desperately need?
That is why, see, for example, some well-wishers from India, they are ready to provide helicopters. But the problem is to operate helicopters here, even for the food and other materials which we want to give as a relief material. So the permissions are not yet obtained. So we are seeking permission so that we can reach the remote areas where transportation problem is there.
And what's the kind of material that you're trying to bring in?
Generally, the dry food, drinking water, and some clothing, woolen clothing, and other daily needs.
Okay. One of the facts is that a lot of countries are trying to help Nepal at this hour of need, but Pakistan, it's been reported, sent beef masala to Nepal as part of the aid package. Do you think that's completely a wrong and insensitive thing to do?
I have also heard about it, but it is highly commendable if it is true, highly condemnable if it is true. The government of Nepal should take all the care that who is distributing what. So because they have told, the chief secretary, when I met him, he told that we are going to examine everything what you are distributing. Even the medicine they are telling, we are going to see what you are distributing. If this is true, then the government of Nepal will be questioned tomorrow. That is why I suggest, I request, I appeal to the Nepal government that they should not allow any such thing to happen.
Okay, and finally, what do you make of the Narendra Modi government's attempt to try and help the people here in Nepal? General Sandhu, who was in charge of operations, told me that India's help is at the scale of 10 times what China and Pakistan are.
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi is helping on behalf of the crores of Indians, because the feelings of India are twined with Nepal for centuries. And I don't know how many times we are doing more. However, the foremost aid is coming from government of India and the people of Bharat, and everywhere in remote corners also, wherever I have gone and our people have gone, people are telling it is the Modi government, it is the Bharat people who are helping us in our miseries and hardships.
Thank you very much. With camera person Alok Bhatnagar, this is Rahul Kanwal in Kathmandu for Headlines Today.
All right, this has become a huge controversy there in Nepal at this moment. Remember, it was highlighted right here on Headlines Today, and the story has appeared in this morning's edition of Mail Today. Mail Today report actually exposed how Pakistan was supplying beef masala to quake-hit Nepal. Now, as we just played out, senior RSS functionary Dattatreya Hosable has slammed Pakistan, saying that the Nepalese government must look into this. The RSS warned Pakistan that it is fishing in troubled waters. We are yet to hear from the Pakistani authorities whether this was a human error, something which was unintentional. But even if that were the case, then perhaps it smacks of ignorance on the part of Pakistan, not knowing that beef is banned. Consumption of beef has in fact been banned in Nepal. It's a Hindu majority country which by law has banned beef consumption. So that should have, in fact, have been kept in mind. Now, over 5,000 people have been killed in Nepal's horrific tragedy, and an international help pours in from across the globe. Quake survivors were left with a bitter aftertaste. Pakistan supplied ready-to-eat beef meals to the Hindu majority nation in the immediate aftermath of its worst earthquake in years. That's really the story that we are getting you here for our viewers. Now, under the Nepalese law, there is a blanket ban on cow slaughter. The Nepalese government has said that it will order an internal inquiry to verify this particular matter, as well as raise the matter diplomatically with Pakistan. The Nepalese government has also said that India will be informed of key developments. Earlier in the day, we spoke to a doctor as well, the doctor who actually found out or identified that these packets contain beef. Let's see if we can quickly play out that reaction. A phone reaction of that doctor whom we actually spoke to. We'll try and dig that out in just a short moment from now. This is going to be our top focus through the course of this bulletin. Time now for a short break. All right, we'll head into a short break after a moment. I think we have Astha Saxena, who actually broke the story from Mail Today. Morning, Astha. You were telling us earlier in the morning that how this story actually unfolded. Who actually found these packets? Could you just elaborate a little?
Yeah, hi. On Tuesday night, I was talking to this doctor who was posted at her Beer hospital at Kathmandu. He was telling me about the situation and sharing the pictures. During that conversation, he told me that beef has been supplied by Pakistan. I was equally surprised to hear that. To confirm the news, I asked him if he can send me the pictures of the food supplied. Within minutes, he sent me the photos, and they have this ready-to-eat meal sent by Pakistan, which mentions that it is potato bhujia, beef masala. So this is how I got to know about the story.
Absolutely. Now, Astha, what is the Nepalese law as far as beef is concerned?
The first civil code of Nepal. Okay, it says that this kingdom is the only kingdom in the world where cows, women, and Brahmins may not be killed. It trumpeted Nepal as the purest Hindu kingdom and simultaneously signaled to Nepali citizens that Hindu religious creeds would be the law of the land. The law was amended in 1919 to the civil code, which made cow slaughter punishable by 12 years in prison.
That's right. Also, Astha, did you try and speak to the Nepalese, to the Pakistani authorities? What is their explanation for something like this? This now comes across as a diplomatic blunder.
Yeah, of course. We called Tasneem Aslam, who's a spokesperson for Pakistani's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. When I informed her about the issue, she said, I am not aware about it, and the material was dispatched by National Disaster Management Authority. We also tried to contact Reema Zubaira, who's a spokesperson for NDMA, Government of Pakistan. Her number was not reachable, so we sent her a text, but she has not replied so far.
That's right. Astha, also, if you could tell us a little about, this doctor who actually went and got this particular packet from the airport, these relief materials, how did he identify that this has got beef? I believe some of the doctors even opened these packets and then eventually realized to their horror that it contains beef.
Got surprised when he got this packet and it was written beef masala. They immediately got, perplexed. What should they do? So they did not, the actual words he told me was that I did not touch it. We went to some hotels and had our food, but we did not touch it. This is what he told me exactly.
Now, this is, of course, that Mail Today report that we are quoting at this moment, which Astha has actually got us. And if you see this report, Astha, if you could just elaborate on this particular point. You actually went to the website also of the NDMA, that is the National Disaster Management Authority of Pakistan, to actually see what all material have they sent. Now, there was, this food processing package has been produced by a company, according to your report, by Panaforce Foods. Just take us through, the details as to how you identified that this particular packet that was given to Pakistan actually contained beef, something that Pakistan knew all along.
See, I got this photo from the doctor, all right. So we were going through the photos where we found this stamp which was mentioned by Panaforce Food. We went to its website and then we searched where we found that they supply products to Pakistani army, commonly known as meal ready to eat and emergency pack ration. All right. Also, they also say that the center also provides food to civil population during natural calamities like earthquakes and floods. Following that, we went to the website of Government of Pakistan, National Disaster Management Authority, where they have uploaded a press note recently on 28, which says that on 28th April, the National Disaster Management Authority has dispatched the second of two sorties of C-130 aircraft on April 28 to Nepal, which includes 250 tents, 200 food packs, 1,000 ready-to-eat meals, and 1,000 blankets. So this was uploaded on the website, Pakistani website, Government of Pakistan. So from that, we got all this information that we have quoted in the story, and we took quote from Pakistan also. And Nepali government has also said that they are setting up an inquiry in the matter, and they will raise the matter at diplomatic level.
So the matter will be raised at diplomatic level. I can see in your report you say that the spokesperson for the Pakistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs actually told Mail Today, and I quote, "I am not aware of this issue. I am not responsible for the dispatch. The relief aid is sent by the National Disaster Management Authority," unquote. So now you have a situation in Pakistan that perhaps the foreign office actually says that they've got nothing to do with this particular dispatch. But how does Pakistan actually respond? And did you actually seek a response from the Pakistani authorities on how this has become a huge diplomatic issue? And what are they actually going to do? What explanation are they actually going to give beyond this particular, beyond actually saying that we've got nothing to do with this particular consignment?
For today, we will again try to get in touch with the spokesperson from NDMA and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because now when it has been displayed everywhere and we are reading the news, and of course they have to work on that. So we will be seeking an explanation from them regarding the same.
Now, I'd like to hold Mail Today up for our viewers to actually see what really is this story. These two packets that you see, which we are also showing on the screen right now. If you look at the screen, we are zooming in and you can see that these are the two packets that have in fact become a huge, they're at the center of a huge diplomatic row. What do these packets say? They are meal ready to eat, something which is quite common. It's almost like Maggi instant 2-minute noodles, the cup noodles where you just pour hot water and it's ready. That sort of meal. It comes in handy, particularly at the time of crisis. Now, the point of contention here, the big reason which has become a huge diplomatic row is the fact that these packets contain potato bhujia and beef masala. They were spotted written on top of this particular packet. Now, this becomes a huge issue of concern as far as Nepal is concerned, because as we all know, Nepal is a Hindu country. In fact, according to their law, the law that they have, it very, very clearly mentions, and I'll just quickly go across and tell you what the law is. The first civil code of Nepal, the Muluki Ain of 1854, stated that this kingdom, and I quote, "This kingdom is the only kingdom in the world where cows, women and Brahmins may not be killed, unquote. Now, it also trumpeted Nepal as the purest Hindu kingdom and simultaneously signaled to Nepalese citizens that Hindu religious creeds would be the law of the land. Now, there has been an amendment that has been made to this particular law in 1990 to the Civil Code, which made cow slaughter punishable by 12 years in prison. So, perhaps what this packet has done, sent in all seriousness with the intention to help, but this has actually resulted in a huge diplomatic row between Pakistan as well as Nepal. We'll keep tracking this particular story. We'll go across to Astha also through the course of the day. We'll also try getting in a word from the Pakistani establishment. We here at Headlines Today are tracking all the latest details. Okay, Manogya Loiwal, our correspondent on the ground, is now with us. And Manogya has also spoken to the doctor Balvinder Singh, who actually spotted this packet first at the Bir Hospital, Kathmandu's Bir Hospital. Let's quickly play out that reaction coming in at this moment.
Call it a case of sheer callousness or rather insensitivity on the part of Pakistan that packets of beef masala have been sent to Nepal, which is a completely Hindu country. Cow slaughter and other slaughters like this are completely banned in this state, and beyond that there has been a packet of beef material that has been sent. This packet you see was identified by doctors, a team of Indian doctors who were working. It clearly mentions that the packet is not for sale. It has potato bhujia and it has beef masala, and as indeed indicated, it has been manufactured in Nowshera cantonment in Pakistan. To talk more on this, I have with me the team of doctors from Safdarjung Hospital, Dr. Deepak and Dr. Singh. Dr. Deepak, give us an idea on what was your observation and how did you find this packet?
On the first day itself, when we landed at the Tribhuvan airport, we ourselves were hungry and searching for food and water, and there we got this relief material. And when I looked at the packet, it read beef masala. Then I thought not to open it and rather report to my senior.
Dr. Singh, give us an idea on how difficult was it to come to terms that a beef masala packet has been sent to a Hindu country?
Actually, I was very surprised while seeing this packet. We were very hungry on the first day we arrived here. We were very hungry and we were searching for water and food. And surprisingly, we got this thing and we read it, and it was a beef masala. And I was very surprised that in a Hindu-dominated country and there you get the beef. And I was very surprised, and I just let some people to know about this and just mail some of the media person about this.
Also, Dr. Balvinder Singh, give me an idea on do you feel that this could have been gone unidentified, especially to the people of Nepal?
I think there were like boxes of this material, relief material from Pakistan. Most of people have eaten it. It was in a bulk.
It was tons of packets which were meant to be sent to far-flung areas, and then they are poor, illiterate people and they are in need of food. I don't think they will read it, rather they will have it.
And thanks, it's written in English. If it's written in Urdu, might we have eaten that thing also?
Well, absolutely. It is written in English as well as in Urdu, so it would have been very difficult for people to identify. But thanks to the team of Indian doctors who could identify it and have alerted not only the Nepalese government, who have said that they will put in an internal inquiry and will also talk to Pakistani government. The Pakistani government has, however, expressed complete ignorance and has said they will investigate the matter on how did it happen. But one thing is for sure, that it's not just about callousness. Even if they are given a benefit of doubt, it is something that cannot be ignored in a country like Nepal. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kathmandu, Nepal for Headlines Today.
All right, Manogya there interviewing those two doctors who actually first spotted these packets. This has become a huge issue of diplomatic row between Pakistan as well as Nepal. Sensitivities are involved, diplomacy is involved. So the Pakistan Foreign Office will have to do a little bit more than just passing the blame to the National Disaster Management Agency. We'll track this story, all its aspects. We'll try to speak to the Pakistani authorities also as to what their reaction is. Will they be apologizing for this diplomatic disaster or not? That's a wrap in this edition of First Up. News and updates continue.